These aren't just horror stories. They're real 911 calls made by people who had no idea they were moments away from something far, far worse. Tonight, you're going to hear 5 disturbing, real emergency calls, each one hiding a chilling backstory that only became clear after the call ended. Some of these callers were never heard from again. Some were found, but not the way anyone expected. And one of these calls was made by someone who wasn't supposed to be alive. Warning, this video contains real emergency situations and deeply disturbing details. Before we begin, if you enjoy true horror, real unsolved mysteries, and dark stories that stay with you long after the video ends, hit like. It tells the algorithm you want more content like this. Subscribe to the channel for new horror stories every week, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss what comes next. You'll want to be here for this. Now dim the lights, put on headphones if you can, and remember, every story you're about to hear began with 3 simple numbers. 911. Call 1. At 11:48 at night, a woman called 911 from inside her bedroom closet. She was whispering. She told the dispatcher she could hear footsteps downstairs, but the problem was, she lived alone. She said she had locked herself inside the closet and could hear slow, deliberate footsteps moving through her house. At first, police assumed it was a burglary. Then the dispatcher asked her a simple question. "Did you check the basement?" The caller went silent. She hadn't mentioned a basement. She didn't think anyone knew she had one. Then she whispered something that completely changed the call. She said she didn't check the basement because she heard breathing coming from it. Police arrived. Minutes later, the house was completely silent, no broken doors, no forced entry. But in the basement, they found muddy footprints leading up the stairs. No suspect was ever found. The woman moved out shortly after and refuses to return to that house. Let me ask you this. Would you have checked the basement or stayed hidden? Tell me in the comments. Call 2. This call begins with screaming. A mother tells the dispatcher that her 6-year-old son won't wake up. She says she'd put him to bed completely fine, but when she tried to wake him up in the morning, his skin was cold. As paramedics rushed to the house, the dispatcher tried to calm her down. That's when the mother said something unsettling. She said there was someone standing in his room last night. She explained that she woke up around 3 in the morning and saw a tall figure standing at the foot of her son's bed. She thought it was a nightmare. It wasn't. An autopsy later revealed no medical cause of death. No poisoning, no suffocation, no signs of trauma. The case remains officially unexplained. The mother still insists someone or something was watching her son sleep. Stay with me because the next call is the one police wish they had taken more seriously. Call 3. A teenage girl called 911 to report her boyfriend missing after a camping trip. She said he had been calling her phone non-stop for hours, but every time she answered, there was only heavy breathing, no voice, no movement, just breathing. She told the dispatcher she tried calling him back. The call wouldn't connect. Then she received a text message from his phone, "Don't come looking." Search teams found his campsite the next morning. His phone was there. His tent was untouched. But there were deep drag marks leading into the forest. The boyfriend was never found. Yet his phone continued to ping nearby towers for 3 more days. If this video is already getting under your skin, take a moment to like it. It helps more than you think and tells me to bring you even darker stories. Call 4. This call came from a babysitter. She was hysterical. She said the child she was watching told her there was a man under the bed. At first, she laughed. Then she bent down to check. She found herself staring directly into the eyes of a grown man. She grabbed the child, locked herself in the bathroom, and called 911. Police arrived quickly. They found a man hiding under the bed. He had been living in the house for 2 weeks, completely unnoticed. No one ever figured out how he got inside. Now take a breath, because the final call is the most disturbing of all. Call 5. A man calmly called 911 and told the dispatcher he believed he was already dead. He said he couldn't feel his heartbeat. He said he didn't recognize his own reflection. He said something was standing outside his apartment door, wearing his face. Police rushed to the location. They found the man alive but suffering from severe hypothermia. No one else was inside the apartment, but neighbors later reported hearing someone knocking on doors, using his voice. The case was quietly closed. No explanation was ever given. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these calls disturbed you the most? Call 1, call 3, or call 5? And which one do you believe had something supernatural behind it? Leave your theory in the comments. I read every single one. If you want more real horror, unsolved mysteries, and disturbing true stories, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next story I am working on is one I almost didn't upload. Good night.